Hi guys, welcome to our channel. This is Geeti. Today I'm going to discuss troubleshooting of an infusion pump, an important topic for biomedical engineering students and service engineers. So, what is infusion pump? Infusion pumps are widely used in hospitals to deliver fluids, medications, nutrients, and blood products with high accuracy. Since these devices directly affect patients' treatment, any malfunction can lead to serious consequences. In this session, we will learn common infusion pump faults, how to troubleshoot them, and important safety precautions. So, before getting into a full video, please subscribe to our channel, Mr. Biomedical, and press the bell icon so that you will get notified about our upcoming videos. Before troubleshooting, we must understand how an infusion pump works. The primary function of an infusion pump is to deliver fluids and medications at a precise and a controlled rate. This accuracy is critical because even a small error in dosage can affect patient outcomes. Now, let's look at the major components. The display keypad allows user to enter the settings and monitor operation. The pumping mechanism physically controls the movement of a fluid. Occlusion sensor detects blockages in the infusion line. The air in line detector identifies the air bubbles that would enter the patient's bloodstream. The battery and power supply provide energy to the device during an operation. When any of these components fail, the pump generates alarm or may stop functioning altogether. Now, let's discuss some common faults encountered in an infusion pump. The first issue is pump is not powering on. This may occur due to a dead battery, faulty power adapter, or a loose power cable. And the second one is the occlusion alarm. This alarm indicates blockage in the fluid part and is commonly caused by nicking of tubing or a closed clamp or a blockage in the infusion line. And next is the air in line alarm. This occurs when air bubbles are present in tubing or when the air sensor becomes dirty. And another common issue is battery alarm, which usually indicates battery deterioration or charging problems. We may also observe flow rate inaccuracy, often caused by improper calibration or wear in the pumping mechanism. Finally, the door open alarm may occur when the pump door is not properly closed or if the sensor is faulty. Recognizing these fault patterns helps us quickly identify the root cause. Now let's see the troubleshooting procedure. First, if pump is not powering on, start checking the AC power supply, inspect the power cord and adapter for a damage, verify battery condition and ensure it is charged. Finally, restart the device and observe its response. Second, occlusion alarm. Inspect the tubing for a bend or nicks or a blockage. Ensure all clamps are open. If necessary, flush the line to remove any obstruction. Third, air in line alarm. Check the air bubbles in the tubing, remove them and reprime the infusion set. Also inspect and clean the air sensor if required. Fourth, flow rate error. Verify the infusion settings entered by the user. Perform a calibration test according to the manufacturer's guidelines. If the problem persists, inspect the pumping mechanism for wear or a damage. Always follow a logical sequence during troubleshooting rather than randomly replacing the parts. So, preventive maintenance is the best way to reduce failures and improve reliability. The important maintenance activities include regular calibration check, battery health testing, sensor cleaning and inspection, visual inspection of tubing parts and connectors. While servicing the device, always follow safety precautions. Stop the infusion before maintenance, follow manufacturing guidelines, verify flow accuracy after repair, maintain proper service documentation. To conclude, infusion pumps are critical life-saving support device. Effective troubleshooting and preventive maintenance help ensure accurate drug delivery to patient and safety. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comment section and subscribe to our channel and please support us.